I have a plight. My life is a plight, and this plight has become evident to me ever since I was proposed the cure. Over a year ago, a counselor advised that it would help for me to know myself. But who am I? Am I real? Is the only conclusion I could come up with. I know I'm half my mother and half my father. I also am what that becomes as a result of everyone I ever have and will meet's effect on me, or anything anyone ever has created that I will and have come into contact with. And everything else that defines where I can walk, what spaces I can fit into, and then other things that make decisions out of my control. And it's just part of their programming, such as bacteria and viruses, to name a few. And so the more I tried to find myself, the more I lost myself in everything else, but mainly in everyone else. And I will only ever fail to exist to myself until everyone else knows this. And the pain that others cause me by not knowing this is immense, immeasurable, immeasurably immense. It is infinite, like death. Wait, it sounds like it is death. But if that were true, then I would be dead. And I'm not, I'm clearly alive. But I have known death. The death I am describing, the description of death that others would agree with, but understand differently, or not. I have known what it feels like for 1 second, except for me it lasted about a minute, where I meant absolutely nothing to anyone else, and in that moment I found myself. And the only way I can describe it effectively is if I tell you it was everything that is the opposite of pain. It was not guilt. It was not jealousy. It was not itching, burning, soreness, aching, doubting, loathing, hunger, fatigue, weakness, unclean. And during those 60 seconds, without all those things and every other facet that is pain, I was heaven. Or rather, I had become heaven. And now, people don't make sense to me. Because people want to be more than each other, and I think that comes from being afraid of death. And when you are afraid of death, death becomes defined through fear. Life is a whirlpool of people leading to death. When you don't want to go there, you fight against the stream, but what you see as the stream is actually other people. When you don't fight with others, you're dying. But I've died, and I'm still here. It was extremely difficult, because going with that stream, not fighting, meant I could only believe in love, because that is what it or I felt like when I found myself. Like death, like heaven, like love. Now, I would like to believe that although most people don't know this, they agree that they live to love, or be in love, or feel loved. They live for love. And so life is the anchor to death, and death is the anchor to life, and nothing and everything more. And now that I know this, I can't unknow this without forgetting myself, without losing my cure. But until everyone knows this, my cure will be temporary at best, and I will continue to live my affliction. So I ask you, I beg you, please save me.